Decisions a captain has to make throughout the week of the tournament is where they're going to go fishing each day. Casey, how do you make that call every morning?
It's a very complicated process. We look at a lot of factors. Probably one of the biggest factors we have is information from other captains, people maybe that were out there the day before. We call them at night, talk to people on the phone, get information. Everywhere we can get information from is very valuable of what the water's doing, what kind of conditions they saw, what kind of currents they have, what kind of temperatures they have. Then we take that and we look at satellite imagery that we get from a lot of different sources that show us the temperature of the water and where the eddies are and where the different temperature breaks are. And where the temperature breaks are and where the eddies are is where the bait fish are, and that's where the marlin are, because they're really all they're trying to do is eat. So we're trying to do is find the baits, because that's where the marlin are going to be, is where the bait is. So we look at that. I think weather plays a factor in it. You know, sometimes if the wind's blowing really hard, we probably won't go that day. If we have a late day in the tournament, we'll pass it up because of wind. Maybe you see a really good fishing spot up north somewhere, but the wind up there is terrible, or you're going to have a really bad ride coming home, and you might make a decision to go somewhere else just to have a better ride coming home. But in a tournament, you probably wouldn't do that. But all of those things go into making a decision about where we're going to fish the next day. And the truth is, you know, we look at all of it. We talk to a lot of people. We try to make a decision. And for me, most of the time, I make my decision when I'm going through the inlet in the morning.
Gotcha. So once you're out there, is there anything that determines where?
Tournament. So this tournament, the kids tournament, and the ladies tournament. So, well, that's all part of it. And anyway, the boats fish for points. They get points for blue marlins, white marlins. It's very similar to what the tournament does. And then we crown at the end of the year, we crown a winner. So it's the best 3 out of the 7 tournaments. And it's all for bragging rights.
Yeah, and it's a very prestigious championship to achieve as well.
I believe so. Yeah, the guys compete pretty hard. They keep up with the scores better than I do. So
and there's a big dinner at the end of the
big
year.
Dinner,
right? Yeah,
big dinner,
big celebration.
The big, we give trophies for the big fish. Who catches who wins, which is the best 3 out of the 7. We maybe even give some wrestling belts away to the people who score the most points. The largest dolphin, tuna, wahoo, and blue marlin, and kid anglers, lady anglers, and it's something that's been going on back when I worked for Marine Fisheries. It was called the Governor's Cup, and we've kept it going with the North Carolina Billfish Series.
Do you still have a competition north and south at all anymore? Did that go away? It
kind of went away. It kind of went away years ago. But anyway, so we had a little.
What you got here?
So we have a little giveaway. We did it on Instagram. You know, post, follow, like, all that stuff. And we're going to announce the winner of a Billfish Series t-shirt, which you can get at southernhooker.com, by the way. Okay. And a Big Rock t-shirt and license plates for both. Okay. And then I'll tell you a story about the Big Rock license.
You want me to help you there while you show some of this stuff?
Sure. All right. So we have a North Carolina Billfish Series shirt, and we have a North Carolina Billfish Series license plate, and we got a Big Rock license plate and a Big Rock shirt. So, hey, guess who designed that right there? George. No. I designed it long time ago. By the way, it's the best-selling T-shirt that's not an annual T-shirt for the Big Rock. Each and every
year. You designed it, George. He didn't give you any credit.
My favorite T-shirt too.
All right, so we're gonna give this away. Thanks to everybody that entered, and be looking for us at North Carolina Billfish Series on Instagram, Facebook, and we also have a website, ncbillfishseries.com. Thank you, guys, and we're going to announce the winner. So we got, they helped me here with some kind of fancy thing. It spins a wheel, and I have my glasses on. I won't be able to see it, and it's going around.
It'll pop up.
Tommy Bennett, I swear I saw my name up there.
Tristan Kirkman. Tristan Kirkman. If you're here, come on down. But if not, we're going to send this to you, and we're going to get up with you and let you choose some sizes. And thanks a lot. And y'all have a great day. Hopefully we'll get to see some fish. And come on, Bankwalker.
There you go. All right. Thank you, Randy. Randy Gregory, George Lott, obviously our weighmasters for the week. They do a marvelous job along with their crew, just making sure everything runs very smoothly here at Big Rock Landing. They kind of control who comes and goes and when here at the scales, and they just do a fantastic job for us. Curtis, slide back on in here. One of the things we like to talk about at the beginning of each show is the charitable work of the tournament. Charity First is the name of the game here. We've given away over $3.3 million in the last 2 years and probably over $5 million in the last 4 or 5 years. Tell us about that, what it means to you.
Well, I think it means a great deal to everybody in this community. Total over $12 million, as you said, and 1.7 last year. But I said this Monday, and I don't mean to repeat myself, but I come from a background of the PGA Tour golf, and we're I think as generous as any sporting group in the world, and we've given over $3 or $4 billion, and so that's in my blood. And when I get involved with the Big Rock, and we're able to give back to the community like we are, because of all of you, every one of you out there coming out and supporting, maybe buying a hat or a T-shirt, maybe buying a beer, but all these owners, these captains, these fishermen support us, our sponsors, and because of everyone involved, because it's a week-long event, we were able to, at the end of the week, give a substantial amount of money to different organizations of people that are less fortunate than we are. So thank you to everyone. It's big. It's a big, big part of this event. It's the reason we do this. And as we always say, charity first. So thanks for coming out.
Yeah, and the impact on our community is enormous. All right, speaking of enormous, we've got a rather large wahoo on the scales over there. Henry, what do we got, looks like?
60.7. 60 pounds, 7 ounces. Caught on the bullpen by, is it Danny? Danny Todd. We'll try to get Danny to tell us about the fish in a second. Come on over, Danny.
Yeah, and guys, just while we're waiting for Danny, we've got our phones out up here, and we can kind of, what we're doing is we're looking at the Big Rock app. So if you've got your telephone with you, download the Big Rock app, and it will update with all of the winners and including all the game fish, really just as it happens. So a very nice wahoo here. Henry, back to you and Danny.
All right, I got Danny Todd from Charleston, South Carolina. Danny, that's a very nice fish. Donnie, I'm sorry. I can't read. Donnie, I apologize. Donnie, tell us about catching that 60-pound wahoo.
It was early on this morning, and just long rigger bite on a bigger hook, and went pretty fast and came to the boat easy.
I was going to ask you, a fish like that probably gave you a little fight, but he gave up early?
Well, we had it on a big pole, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Is this your first time at the Big Rock?
No, sir. I've been fishing this tournament for the last 8 years.
Oh, good. Well, good. Well, welcome up here from Charleston, South Carolina. Congratulations on your fish. 60.7. Donnie. Nice wahoo, Tommy.
All right, thank you, Henry. And just so you'll know, there is a competition for the largest game fish, $5,000 for the heaviest dolphin, the heaviest wahoo, the heaviest yellowfin tuna every day, and then a $10,000 prize for the largest one during the week. And additionally, we talked about it just a second ago, almost $650,000 to the winner-take-all dolphin category. Curtis, you getting ready to say something?
Well, I was. For everyone that doesn't know how big a wahoo that is one hell of a wahoo. For all the youngsters out here, this might be the biggest wahoo you see in your lifetime. So enjoy it. Congratulations on a great catch.
Yeah, and you heard the boat was from Charleston, South Carolina. Just to give you an idea, boats come from literally all over the East Coast and the Gulf Coast to Morehead City to fish in this tournament. And this year, 272 of them are here fishing. That was the first Wahoo of the tournament. So he's looking at a $5,000 prize for today and a $10,000 prize for the week as well. Couple other things just to talk about real quick. It's a little warm out here today. Alpha Mortgage, one of our sponsors, has sponsored some free water giveaways. I think they're just scattered around in buckets and tubs. Is that right, Carly? Wherever Carly is. Yep, they say that's right. So if we had a little incident maybe on Monday. Somebody got a little overheated. If you feel like you're getting overheated, go find one of the Alpha Mortgage tubs and help yourself to some free water over there. All right, a few things to look forward to. Big Rock, Big Hero. One of the things that we do every year, we invite service people to come, and our captains volunteer to take them fishing. So today, Michael Wall from U.S. Coast Guard Group Fort Macon caught and released a blue marlin on board the job site with Captain Bill Ferrier. And Michael Wall will be with us later today. Gunnery Sergeant Martin was fishing on the Can-Do 2, and we expect them to come by today as well. All right, one more thing before we go. Josh, we're going to show the water marlin video, I think, here for just a second. Curtis mentioned that a lot of what we do is for charity, and there's a tent right back there, all the way back, that little white little mini circus tent, all the way back as far away from me as you can get, and I'm pretty sure Philip Cordova's back there, and they're selling the water marlin margarita. And when you buy one, all of those profits go to our charity. You get a beautiful souvenir cup with all of the winners of the Big Rock tournament on it. And I can tell you, you might see it in my little video review. It's crisp and refreshing and dangerously delightful. But go back there and help yourself, spend a little money, and support the tournament. Josh, have we got one of those videos handy? We do.
Guys,
all right,
since
let's
no
roll
marlin
that
have
one
been
then.
weighed in yet, we decided to bring the marlins to the landing.
And we're here at Tuesday Night Tasting, getting people's live reactions of this year's signature drink, the Water Marlin. But first, here's ours.
Fruity.
And very crisp.
What's your name?
I'm Matt.
And if you could describe the water marlin in one word, how would you describe it?
This is so good. And there's a little marlin. Look at that.
Crisp, refreshing, and dangerously delightful.
Summer.
Refreshing.
The water marlin is fabulous.
Woo! Splendid.
Delicious. Very refreshing and good.
All right, Henry, what do we got there?
Looks like a nice dolphin coming up, Tommy.
Who's our boat?
This is the Reel Hauler. Where are you guys from? Morehead City. I know where that is.
There you go.
Who caught the fish?
One of our participants in the KWLA tournament last Saturday as well.
$14.7.
All right, guys, we're experiencing a little technical difficulty up here. I don't know that we can kind of hear and see what's going out on the stream, but back to the Water Marlin Margarita. Back in that bar right over there. Go over there, help yourself. It'll be well worth your while. You get a beautiful souvenir cup, as I said, and of course all those profits are given away to our charities every year. All right, let's see what we got here. Henry?
All right, we got the angler here. What's your name?
Sierra Webb.
And are you from Moorhead?
I'm from Greensboro.
All right, but you're fishing with the guys on the Moorhead boat here. Tell us about your day.
Pretty good day. Started out rough, a little stormy this morning, thunder, lightning. Got a little bit later start than we wanted, but we still got out there and caught a fish, so it was a good day.
That's a nice dolphin. Going to be some good dolphin steaks tonight.
Yes, sir.
You guys going to cut that up and eat it?
Yeah, we'll eat it. We'll make some mahi dip, eat some nuggets, do something.
That sounds good. Well, congratulations. Who was your captain?
Johnny Brock.
All right, Johnny. Attaboy, Johnny. All right, very good. The real hauler and Sierra Webb with a 14.7-pound dolphin. Congratulations.
Thank you much.
Tommy?
Henry, not only is that a 14.7-pound dolphin, that is your new leader in the dolphin category. The Offshore Outlaw weighed one in on Monday at 14 pounds. So right there, the real hauler, 14.7 pounds, is your new dolphin leader here on day 3 of the 67th annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament. While we're rolling along here, just a couple things to review. The tournament started a couple of new events. On Monday night, we had Kids Night here downtown in this tent right here behind us. And the kids had a great time, treated to a magician, hot dogs, mac and cheese, free hats. It was really something. The kids really loved the magician. And last night we had a Tuesday tasting event. That was more of an adult-oriented event. Wines and spirits and your favorite beer was being served, along with a beautiful charcuterie board. Did I say that right, Curtis? Isn't that right? Curtis doesn't know. All right. And just a great time, very well attended. We've got another event coming up on Friday night under this tent right behind us again, a concert. Tickets will be available at the door or in the Big Rock office. So few more things to look forward to at the end of this week. And when you come back next year, you can bring your kids to Kids Night on Monday night.
And just to update, the bank walker's still hooked up. He hooked up at 2:19, so he's working on 3 hours right now. So don't go too far. Don't go too far. We'll give you updates as soon as we get them. It'll take him, depending on where he is, at 2 hours to get in. So it'll be a little later this evening, but nevertheless, could be a nice evening for some anyway.
Yeah, of course, that boat, the former Sea Hag, as I mentioned, owned by one of our legends in the tournament, Dr. Leroy Allen. I fished on that boat one time, Curtis. Absolutely beautiful boat. Has been restored and is really something. All right, let's, Josh might have a little video to play, maybe a Jarrett Bay commercial for our major sponsor. We'll take a little break here and wait for our next action at the way station here at Big Rock Landing on day 3 of the 67th annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament.
The episode we shot last year on reel development was our most popular episode so far. And you know what they say about custom sport fishers? You've seen one, you've seen them all. Just kidding, no one ever says that. Let's check this thing out. On April 10th of 2018, we released our very first episode of the Jarrett Bay Insider. We have 4 builds going on, so we're very busy, and as you can see, we have boats in various stages. In that episode, we introduced you to custom hull number 66, and over the past 3 years, we have watched this boat come to life. Here we are on hull 66. This is our actual latest build. A quick update on our progress on hull 66. Right now we are standing in front of hull 66 as we take a look at the progress of hull 66. We're here at the transom of hull 66. Today we're standing on the foredeck of hull 66. It is a big day in the life of hull 66. Today, Sea Wish is in the water and it is my privilege to give you the first tour. Let's go. Sea Wish is a 67-foot open bridge convertible with a 19-foot 6-inch beam. It is a complementary blend of advanced construction techniques and lightweight composite materials designed to meet the seas with complete confidence and comfort. With a 2,000-gallon fuel capacity, Dometic Sea Exchange, and Spot Zero water maker, Sea Wish has exceptional range without sacrificing the comforts of pulling into the port each day. The Alexial Cloud White hull and topsides are accented with faux teak transom, tow rail, cabin molding, and bridge cap. The custom tuna tower was designed, fabricated, and installed by Pipe Welders Marine. It features a 9-foot gap, and the upper helm station is fitted with redundant engine controls. The impressive height of this tuna tower is still dwarfed by the 44-foot, 4-spreader super rigger outriggers. The owner was fully involved in crafting his vision of sport fishing perfection, with plans for extensive fishing ventures throughout the Caribbean and beyond. Sea Wish fits that bill perfectly. And how about this view? Let's go check out the business end. As soon as you hit this deck, it's obvious that this cockpit was built for serious sport fishing action. We start straight up with a top-of-the-line Release Marine fighting chair. There's an abundance of compartments for storage. The transom tuna door also has a swing-up gate, and the door conceals the swim ladder brackets, which hint at diving and maybe a little bit of family fun as well. The mezzanine has built-in dry storage and AC discharge. It has refrigerated drink box and ice chest on the port side. It also features a curved face, which enhances the aesthetics. Then on the starboard side, we have a full tackle center with a refrigerated bait tray storage below. There's cleaning product storage in the steps. Under the lid at the top of the tackle center is a double Kenyon electric grill. What more could you want? How about large additional storage compartments under the gunnels? Dead center in the mezzanine, we have quick access into the engine room. Let's go see this hardware. Welcome back to the engine room of Hull 66, and it is welcome back because you've been here before. We're going to take a look back to just over 2 years ago. So here in the engine room of Hull 66, we have some engine beds, and we were here again about 1 year ago. We're in the engine room between a couple of Cat Acert C32 engines. They're 1,900 horsepower each, which is dangerously close to 4,000 horsepower. This is going to be fun. The Caterpillar C32A engines went into the boat back in June of
I'll tell you about that in just a second. We've got another fish coming in, looks like another dolphin. That is, the video you were watching is a video produced by our major sponsor, Jarrett Bay Boat Works, about the boat that they just built recently called the Sea Wish. And we are going to see the Sea Wish here, maybe I heard in about 15 or 20 minutes with a very nice dolphin. So we want to thank Jarrett Bay, of course, for being our major sponsor for several years now. And Randy and all of his crew do a great job over there and a great job for us. So, Henry, what do we got down there?
Yes, sir. I've got Tyler. Tyler, is it Sampson? Simpson. Sampson.
Yeah, Sampson.
All right, Tyler has brought in a nice dolphin here, 13.8 pounds. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Tell me about your catch.
Man, it was a rough day in the morning. Pretty dead all morning, too. We had that mahi. We lost a wahoo at the boat, bent the hook. Yeah, just trying to get him in the boat, man.
How rough was it out there this morning?
It wasn't too bad, but it blew up on us pretty good to about 12, and then it petered off as the day went on.
See a lot of other boats out there today. I think everybody was fishing today.
Yeah, no, we went a little south, further than everybody else, so we were kind of by ourselves for the most part.
All right, well, 13.8, Tyler Sampson on the Blind Hunter. Congratulations.
Cool, man. Thank you.
All right, Tommy.
All right, guys, just a kind of a little rule check here. You're seeing some boats back into the slip, and then you're seeing some fish come up.
I thought you...
Oh, wait a minute, Henry. There you go. All right, so you're seeing some of the boats come in, some of the fish come in, and they're being picked up by our chase boat provided by Collins Inc., Collins Boating in Smithfield, which is perfectly within the rules. The rules say you have to unload your fish on the day it was caught from the boat that caught it, or you can use our chase boat. You cannot bring it to the dock in a bucket or a wheelbarrow, which sometimes people try to do, strangely. It's interesting phenomenon here. But anyway, you're seeing some of the fish come up our gangplank over here, and of course George and Randy are swinging into action. So Henry's down there. He's doing three things at one time, of course. And just to check that leaderboard, I think we saw our leader earlier today, 14.7 pounds on the reel hauler, and the offshore outlaw sitting in second place at 14 pounds. So here we go. We got another one.
All right, they got me live on the radio and live on TV. We're simulcasting. Are we going to the video? You want me to talk to him now? All right. We got an angler coming up here, Trip Fincher. This is an 18-pound dolphin. And it was caught on the boat, the Done Deal. Trip, come over here and talk to me. Get over here. We're simulcasting on radio and television simultaneously. You're on Big Rock TV. Congratulations on your catch.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Where are you from?
I'm from Mint Hill, North Carolina. Live in Charlotte now.
Oh, you're down near Charlotte.
No, Charlotte.
Would you
Ocean Isle Beach.
in Mint Hill?
Mint Hill.
Yeah,
Yes,
Mint
sir.
Hill's up near Charlotte's what I meant. Yeah, you grew up down there. This is your first Big Rock?
No, sir. Fished a couple times before.
How was that catching that 18-pound dolphin?
It was pretty fast, pretty quick. We had a couple knockdowns on the riggers today, but we couldn't come tight on what we were looking for.
How rough was it out there? How were conditions?
It was pretty sloppy this morning, but it laid out pretty good. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. That's a nice dolphin. You're gonna have some mahi steaks coming up.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yeah, and
All right,
Henry,
let's hear it for Trip Fincher.
there you go, Henry. That is our new leader, too, at 18 pounds. The leaderboard is changing rapidly today. And again, just to remind you, $5,000 daily first prize for all of the game fish, the dolphin, wahoos, and yellowfin tunas. You add a $10,000 prize if it holds up through the week. And, of course, that winner-take-all dolphin at $648,250 extra dollars on top of that. All right, we are awaiting the Sea Wish with a nice dolphin, we understand, and the smoker with a large yellowfin tuna. I've actually seen the video of that fish coming over the scales, and it will be well worth your time to stand here with us and watch that one get weighed in too. All right, we'll take a little break here, wait for our next game fish, and we'll check on, maybe we'll call Randy upstairs and see if he's heard from the bank walker. All right, stay with us here. Day 3 of the 67th annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament rolls on here at Big Rock Landing. All right, guys, let's welcome the Sea-Katan here to Big Rock Landing. From what I can see, that's their dolphin. They weighed in a nice dolphin last year. It's a good thing they didn't cash the winner-take-all check because they got bumped out by a nicer one about 30 minutes later. Yeah. Henry, what do we got?
16.8, Kevin Sutton. Kevin, get over here. He's leaving me. Kevin. He's coming back. We'll get him. He didn't know we were on national network television. All right. How you doing, man? Congratulations on your catch. Tell us about that 16.8-pound dolphin.
Came in, beat up the left teaser, rolled off to the left long, and got him on the 130 pretty quick.
How long did it take you to get him in the boat?
A minute or two, no problem.
No kidding. So that one didn't give you a big fight. You guys have a good day out there?
Yeah, it was not bad. I caught a sailfish later on. That was about it.
Yeah. Catch and release? How big was it?
Small. Very
Oh,
small.
wait a minute. That's not a fish story. He said it was small. I never heard a guy say that before.
Save that later. Big blue one later.
He says he's going to bring the big blue in later, Tommy. All right, congratulations on your fish.
Yeah, there you go. And a sailfish release, too. You can see, at least I can see, the flag on the outrigger up here. Obviously a sailfish depiction turned upside down, signifying a release. You'll see some of the other boats come in today maybe with a blue marlin flag turned upside down, signifying a release. And, of course, the blue flag with the white marlin, yes, is a white marlin release. Yes, sir, George. All right, good going, Sea-Katan. There you go. I mentioned a few minutes ago the Big Rock Big Hero program. The tournament invites 5, 6, 7 service people to come to the Big Rock every year, and some of our captains volunteer to take them fishing. And I know we've got one coming. I think it's on the job site. Curtis, can you see him? Anyway, Michael Wall from Coast Guard Group Fort Macon right here in Atlantic Beach was fishing with Captain Bill Ferrier on the job site today. There you go. And they had a blue marlin catch and release, and Michael Wall was the angler. How about that? So hopefully we'll hear from him. Here comes the job site right now. Beautiful Viking coming in, the Ferrier family from Greenville, of course, and they spend an awful lot of time here in Morehead City. You can see Michael Wall's blue marlin release flag there on the rigger. So let's get ready to welcome the job site here to Big Rock Landing with a large and warm Big Rock welcome to Captain Bill Ferrier and Michael Wall from Coast Guard Group Fort Macon. All right, guys, let's hear it for Captain Bill Ferrier and the job site. You can do better than that. This has got one of our heroes on board today. He caught a blue marlin. There you go, Ash. Get him going. We're going to hear from Michael Wall here in just a second. And is Steve Goyon in the house? Steve here? Okay, Steve's got a special presentation. Steve, come on up here, get your artwork together.
You're on.
All right, Bill and Michael, come right on up here. Come on, guys. Let's hear it for Captain Bill Ferrier and for Michael Wall. No, I mean up here. Come on, place of honor, right up here. Come on. Come on, guys. Good afternoon to you. Very, very great. Not as good as you are, Bill. Thank you. Come on in here. And look right there, and all these people are going to take pictures of you, and people are watching all over the world. So again, the Big Rock Big Hero program, something we've been doing for several years now. We invite fine young men and women like Michael Wall here to come for a day of fishing, and very generous captains and crews like Bill Ferrier and the crew of the job site host them for a day of fishing. Michael, tell us about your service and what you do in the Coast Guard.
Okay. So I've been in the Coast Guard for 12 years now almost, and I'm in engineering rate. So I was telling Bill, if you had anything in the engine room, I can help out with a little bit. But so this is my probably 5th or 6th tour. Got a few more to go before I'm eligible for retirement, and I'm trying to enjoy some sunshine before I go back to the snow and ice.
There you go. Snow and ice where? Is that from home?
No, we spent 4 years up in Alaska, and we're trying to get back there. So.
Oh, you want to go back to snow and ice? Okay. All right, I was thinking you was a smart young man. All right, Bill, I think he's campaigning for a permanent job on your boat with all that knowledge. How did you get invited? Do you know how you were nominated and got here?
So I'm pretty sure it was my senior chief from the station that nominated me to become, be selected as one of the heroes, and I actually got picked up, which is great because I've, never in a million years where I thought I'd have been here for this. So.
Yeah. Right. Bill, I know we from the bottom of our hearts we thank you. You've been doing this from day one. Tell us about what motivates you to continue helping us here with Big Rock Big Hero.
Yeah, Tommy, it's just an awesome program that the Big Rock puts on for all these military personnel to get out on the water for a day. A lot of them have never done that, never been offshore, and Michael was one of them, first time out marlin fishing. So, I mean, it's just awesome for us to be able to give back, and we're just honored and privileged to be able to do that. And we're just glad that it worked out for him this morning.
Yeah, I think honored and privileges are our words, and we, of course, we're just so thankful to you, Bill, and your entire family and crew for taking somebody fishing in a tournament like this. How did Michael do in the chair today? He's a strapping young man, I can tell you that. Probably did pretty good, I would think.
Man, he did awesome. It was great to have him on board today, and we had a long rigger bite that didn't come tight, and then hooked him on the other long rigger, and he went down. We never saw him jump. We never were sure what we had for probably 10 minutes, never even caught in a hookup, thinking we might have had a meat fish. And about 10 minutes later, he comes up jumping behind the boat, and everybody gets all excited, and we start roaring backwards. And we got the release pretty quick, but we couldn't get the video footage, so it took about another 15 minutes to get him back up and get the footage. And he was pretty give out by the end, the fish and Michael, but he did a great job.
Wonderful. Michael, tell us from your perspective, what did all that feel like? I'm sure there's a lot going on in the cockpit, and you're getting strapped in, you're getting coached, I would imagine. Tell us your perspective about what happened today.
So pretty much, once they said fish on, it was go time, and I had no idea what I was in for. I've caught lots of fish, like Bill said. I've never done anything, never bill fish before. I've caught 80-pound halibut and stuff like that, and then when I got hooked up, I was pretty much whooped by the end of it. I mean, it was only probably 30-minute fight, but I was whooped at the end of it. And I've never felt anything pull like that, and it was definitely for sure a great experience.
How about that?
Just unforgettable, honestly. So.
All right, what do you got to say to Captain Bill Ferrier here?
Bill, I thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and Big Rock Heroes program and Pimp Shrimp. Thank everybody for this. It was a blast, and I'll never forget this. I truly won't. So, thank you.
Yeah. All right, let's hear it for Michael Wall, U.S. Coast Guard Group Fort Macon, one of our Big Rock Big Heroes. He does what he does so we can do what we do right here. And to Bill Ferrier, thank you again. I hope that kind of luck sticks with you for the next several days. All right, thank you both. And thanks to the Pimp Shrimp Clothing Company for being our sponsor this year. Oh, wait a minute, Steve. Sorry, Steve. Steve Goyone, our tournament artist. Forgive me. Come on in here. We've got a special presentation for Michael.
Hey, Michael, It's really great to meet you, and welcome to the Billfish Club.
Thank you.
Is this your first?
This is.
Well, you got pretty lucky. A lot of people go out a lot of times before they get their first one. A few years back, before Big Rock's Big Hero program started, that year was the Artist for the Big Rock, and we happened to develop a print, which you'll see here, which was the Big Rock artwork that year that had two blue marlin surrounding American flag. And the following year, when they started this program, we felt there was no better illustration to honor our Big Rock Big Heroes. So from Big Rock Big Heroes, Tommy, Curtis, thank you so much for everything you're doing, and certainly myself, congratulations. You have print number 40 out of 50, and I hope it just keeps a great memory of this day for you.
Definitely will.
All right, thank you so much, Steve, Michael, Bill. We got a log jam going on over here at the weigh station, so we're going to get back to the action. But thank you again, you guys. Congratulations, Michael, and Bill, thank you again. All right, here we go. Who have I got down there? Henry, what's happening?
Hey, hang on. We got an update. We got an update. The bank walker has just boated his fish, okay?
All right. Woo-hoo.
Yeah! I have no idea what the ETA is. It depends on where he is out there in the ocean. But 2.5 hours maybe.
Yep.
They'll be here, so stay tuned.
All right, Curtis Strange with breaking news right there. All right, Henry.
All right.
A lot of excitement here. This is going to make everybody's day. What's happening over there?
Looks like we have a new leader in the dolphin category. 18.7 pounds. 18.9 pounds. Caught on the sequel. Angler is Brent. And they're going to get a bunch of pictures with him, Tommy, and then I'll bring him over. We'll find out about this fish. He caught a nice dolphin.
All right, you say, Henry, that's our new leader. Just right. We've got, I would expect we're going to have some hot and heavy action here. A lot of boats out there waiting to get in. As Henry said, 18.9 pounds. That is our new leader in the dolphin category. That daily check for $5,000. Second place, $2,500. And of course, if you're in it all the way, an extra $650,000 almost for the largest dolphin. Okay, Henry.
All right, this fish was caught on the sequel, which is a boat out of Florida. Where are you guys from?
Jupiter.
Jupiter, Florida. That's heavy fishing country and heavy golf country down there too, Curtis. A lot of the golfers live in Jupiter. He's not paying attention. So, you know who Curtis Strange is, don't you?
I do.
You probably see pro golfers all the time in Jupiter.
He's probably watching Oakmont right now.
All right, so tell me your name.
My name's Brent St. James.
Brent St. James, and this is your daughter. What's your name?
Annabelle.
All right, tell me about your day. Right now you got the lead dolphin in the dolphin category.
We got lucky with a dolphin this morning and found a blue this afternoon, and it was just good to be on the water. We've been stuck at a dock, so it's a beautiful day out there.
First time at the Big Rock, or you been here before?
No, this is our fifth year in a row. So
How about you, Annabelle? You been here before?
Yes, sir.
You do a lot of offshore?
Yes, sir.
All right, you guys are pros. All right, well, congratulations. You're the leader in the clubhouse right now, 18.9 pounds. Brent St. James and Annabelle St. James. Thank you, guys.
All right, and there goes the job site again. Thank you to them for taking our Big Rock Big Hero. Again, I want to remind you, it's a little warm outside. You can head over to the Big Rock Bar all the way across Big Rock Landing and avail yourself of a water marlin margarita. I can assure you it will be well worth your time. You get the great souvenir cup to go along with it. And of course, if you're feeling a little hot, go look around for the Alpha Mortgage water bucket. There's several of them scattered around, and you can get a free drink there. Okay, let's take a break here for a second and see who's coming in next. Yeah, Henry, what do we got over
All right,
there?
well, we've got dolphin coming in hot and heavy now. This gentleman brought in an 18.1-pound dolphin. What's your name?
Paul Holder.
What boat were you on, Paul?
Miss Y.
How was your catch today?
Oh, it wasn't too bad. It's pretty easy. We got a dolphin and got a blue marlin as well.
Oh, you did? Catch and release. How was the blue marlin fight?
Oh, it's a pretty good fight. Probably 350-pounder. But, yeah, nice release.
Well, right now you got the second largest dolphin, but I got some bad news for you because I think this one that just got weighed might knock you down to third.
That's all right. Good.
Well, congratulations. All right, let's see if we can get this one. This is a 20.9-pound dolphin, Tommy, caught by Ray Austin. Where's Ray? Come over here, Ray. On the Good Enough. Come on over. I believe you have the biggest dolphin so far.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Ray Austin on the Good Enough. Where's your boat from?
Beaufort.
You're local.
Yeah.
All right, that's a nice fish. Tell us about it.
Wasn't really much to it. You know, the captain put us on the fish, and the team did their job, and we got it in. It was really that easy.
Well, right now you're in the money, so hold your breath. You never know.
Appreciate it.
All right, congratulations. Got another one coming in right now. Thank you, Paul. Hold the phone, Tommy. This one looks bigger.
Well, that's the name of the game, isn't it?
If my eyes aren't deceiving me, well, let's see if this one's bigger than 20.9. What we got, Randy?
I can't see it, so, ask the crowd. What do they think? Is it going to do it or not?
You think this one's bigger than 20.9? What do you think, guys? 21.2, a new leader in the dolphin category. Man, they're coming in hot right now, Tommy. 21.2 on the southern seas. And this is Gus Crow. Where are you, Gus? Come on over here. Go get your picture made first. Then we'll put you on television. The captain was Travis Ralph. All right, this boat's out of Ocean City, Maryland. Y'all come on in here.
That's his son. His son's.
All right, a new dolphin leader, 21.2 pounds. Gus Kroll on the southern seas. This boat's out of Ocean City, Maryland. Tommy, they come from everywhere to fish the Big Rock. All right, Gus, come over here. Gus, let me get you on television real fast. You're on Big Rock TV. Tell me about that fish. That's a nice one, 21.2 pounds.
Well, unfortunately, that was the only one we got today. We got it early, and we didn't see much else. And we just brought it right in, and that was about it. It wasn't very exciting. Didn't give any show up in the water or anything.
How long did it take you to get him in the boat?
As fast as I could bring the 130 in.
All right, and how was it out there? Was it rough going out?
It was a little rough, but it laid down later in the day, and weather's going to be better next couple of days, so there'll be a lot of boats out there. So I don't think we're going to stay at first, maybe not even through the next couple of boats. But
well, congratulations, you're the leader in the clubhouse. I think Carly wants you.
All right, guys, I got another Big Rock Big Hero here with me. Let's come on. We can all squeeze in here a little bit. I've got Mike Keaty from the United States Marine Corps, stationed right here at Cherry Point. I got Kyle Salmon from the Southern Seas, and you are? Gus Kroll. Tommy Bennett. Gus, thank you for participating here. Mike, first of all, tell us what you do in the United States Marine Corps and what you think about having this opportunity today.
Yeah, so I'm an avionics officer here at Cherry Point, and this whole experience has been incredible. These guys have taken great care of me. They brought me out here. They kind of brought me into their lives. I got to watch the orchestra that is offshore fishing, and it's an orchestra. It's been fantastic. I'm happy to be here.
How about that? Kyle, what's your involvement in the Southern Seas and in Big Rock, Big Hero?
So, with my good buddy Gus here, we decided to do it this year and sign up for the Big Rock Big Heroes. I'm a Marine Corps veteran as well, so it just meant a lot to me to do it and, say thanks to the Marines of today. So
I'm wondering why we hadn't gotten an oorah here from behind us. I guess maybe that just went over everybody's head. All right. All right. Gus, what's your role here? Are you the boat owner? Yes. Okay. First of all, thank you so much for doing this. Tell us what motivated you to do this along with Kyle.
Well, I have a lot of friends that were in the military, and unfortunately I didn't serve, but I'm very proud of our country, and anything I can do to help our vets and our current active servicemen, we try to do that even at home. We're very active in that community, so it's just one little thing to make their life a little better. It's all we can ask for.
Great. And Mike, what have you got to say to these two guys?
Yeah, just a big thanks, guys. I mean, we've talked about it a lot already over the past few days. I'm looking forward to knocking out a few more days of fishing with you and bringing in a big one. But really, from me to you, my heartfelt thank you. I'm so happy to be here with you and get to do this.
All right, guys, let's hear it for Mike Keaty, United States Marine Corps, Kyle Salmon, and Gus from the Southern Seas. Absolutely, Big Rock, Big Hero is Big Rock at its best. And hold on here, Steve has got something for Mike. Come on in here, Steve.
All good. Hi, Mike. It's an honor to meet you. And Gus and guys in the Southern Seas, thank you so much for what you guys did. It's because of veterans like you, we have a phrase coined here that you allow us the freedom to fish. You allow us the freedom to have a Big Rock. And from Big Rock, Big Hero, Tommy, Curtis, myself, we just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I'd like to present to you print number 41 of 50. It's a print that Big Rock, Big Hero only gives out to all your heroes. And it's just to help you when you're on a cold winter night, you look at this in your room and maybe remind you of the great time you had on the Southern Seas with these guys. All right? Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Steve. Thank you to the crew of the Southern Seas. Mike, congratulations. Glad you had a great time today. Sounds like you got some more days of fishing. All right, let's hear it one more time for Mike and the crew of the Southern Seas, our Big Rock, Big Heroes. Number 2 for today.
Tommy, we got a wahoo here. 19.6 pound wahoo caught on the Motley Crew, and I believe we got the captain, right? And this is Vince, last name?
Dosev.
That's a nice wahoo. We've got a 60-pounder ahead of you right now. You probably heard that news already. We had a big wahoo in here a minute ago. How was this catch? Tell me about the catch today.
Well, it was around 2 o'clock. We were headed back toward more near shore, and he just picked up one of our marlin baits and brought it in, and that was it. So
you guys didn't see a billfish today?
We saw one. And it was pretty far outside of our spread, but it breached. So it saw his shoulders and his bill.
Did you guys find some space out there? Were you in the middle of the parking lot? I heard it was like a parking lot and spaces out there.
No, it wasn't too bad. There was probably about 4 or 5 boats within a mile of us, but we had our own space out there.
Well, that's a nice wahoo. Congratulations. Thank you. Vince Dosev from the Motley Crew, a 19.6 pound wahoo. Oh.
All right, everybody, here comes the Sea Wish, this beautiful new 67 Jarrett Bay built right here by our major sponsor across the bridge in Beaufort. You saw RV Hodge doing a little preview of this boat in one of their videos, and we understand we got a really nice Dolphin on board, so let's welcome the Sea Wish here to Big Rock Landing. All right, guys, these guys, this fishing operation is based in Puerto Rico, and we are honored to have them fishing, I think, in their inaugural Big Rock tournament. They are entered in the Parker Boats, Parker Offshore Yamaha sponsored Level 7 Dolphin Winner Take All. And of course, just to check on that, $648,250. That would pay the fuel bill for a couple days, even on a rig like that. All right, let's see what they got.
Okay, everyone, we got another update here on the fish that was boated at 5:15. The ETA is 8:15, okay? 8:15, so that gives you plenty of time to have a couple of cold beverages, maybe visit some friends, go home, take a nap, and come back.
Yeah, have another water marlin.
Have another water marlin. But anyway, 8:15.
This is a big dolphin, Tommy.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's your new leader. Looking at the leaderboard, we saw Southern Seas, our Big Rock Big Hero, just a second ago at 21.2 pounds. And this is off the Sea Wish.
$47.2.
All right, you heard it, 47.2 pounds. That is your new leader in the Dolphin Winner Take All category. Looking at a little over $650,000 for that Dolphin. Caught right here at Big Rock Landing on the Sea Wish, that beautiful new Jarrett Bay, headquartered out of Puerto Rico. And we are delighted to have them here, obviously, fishing in the 67th annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament. Henry will get the angler here in just a second, and we'll hear from them here momentarily. Okay, Henry, interesting fact. The Big Rock tournament, this is our 67th year. I think the only older tournament is the Club Nautico tournament in San Juan, Puerto Rico. So just a little trivia there regarding tournament history.
Our angler for this fish is Xavier Quinones, and the captain is Orlando Antonetti, and I'm told I cannot interview him because he does not speak English. But Xavier, do you speak English? All right, we're still getting pictures. We'll try to get Xavier over here. We got more family coming in.
Yeah, pictures are a big part of the tradition here at Big Rock Landing. So is eclipsing the dolphin winner, and there's another almost full-grown dolphin laying on the dock over here. So let's the competition in the winner-take-all dolphin is heating up, and it's great to see here on day 3 of the 67th annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament.
All right, I got the angler for this 47.2-pound dolphin, Xavier Quinones. Did I get it right?
Yep, you got it right.
And you guys are from Puerto Rico?
From Puerto Rico, yes.
Puerto Rico.
Ponce, Puerto Rico.
Yeah. First time at the Big Rock?
First time. Yep. We came first for the bow, which was delivered like 2 years ago, and then finally we came for the sonar to install it. And
you know where that boat was built, right?
Yep. And then finally we got to fish the Big Rock, so it's been a pleasure.
It's a 2-year-old Jarrett Bay and out of Puerto Rico, as you said. All right, tell us about that catch, man. That's a heck of a fish. Although looking over here, we'll have to see. There's another one over here. You're the leader in the clubhouse right now. How much we talking, Tommy? 650,000?
And some change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
We're nervous.
This is another big one going up on the scales. Stand here with me. Let's watch and see what happens here.
Henry, I love that comment. We finally got to fish the Big Rock tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, is that your fish? I thought that was a different fish. Oh, that was his fish. I thought, okay. So we got the other dolphin here now. And I you know what, Xavier? I think you're going to be okay with this one. Congratulations, man. Yeah, this one's not going to eclipse 47 pounds, I don't believe. Nice fish, though. This is 19.4 pounds. Still a very nice fish. And I believe we got a lady angler here, Tommy.
You know, Henry, there's we talk about how famous those boards are where you're standing, and I do think a lot of that is a lot of the reason people bring their fish is to have their picture taken here at Big Rock Landing. Makes a great Christmas card, that's for sure.
Let's see if we can get this angler over here. She's going to get her pictures made with her fish. This is the boat here is Hog Wild, and the angler is Crystal Johnston. Captain is Jimmy Horning. Nice fish. All right, this is Crystal Johnston. Nice fish. You're the first lady angler to weigh in today. Congratulations.
Thank you. That's great news.
Let's hear it for the ladies, huh? Did you fish in the KWLA on Saturday?
I did not. No, I took last year off, but I'm back this year.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Hampstead, North Carolina.
And you're on the Hog Wild. Where's that boat?
It is out of Manio.
Okay. All right. How was your day out there?
It was perfect. Weather laid out beautiful.
So once you got out there, I heard it laid down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a nice fish. Congratulations. Oh, we got another big dolphin, Tommy. Congratulations, Crystal. This one's a big one. It's got to be, I believe, 47.8. Is that right?
47.2 is the leader there on the Sea Wish.
All right, let's see what Randy has to say about this one. Will it be bigger than 47.2? Randy?
the name of the boat. It's Dinner Plan. I think they're going to have dolphin.
All right, here we go.
40.4. 40.
All right. That'll
All right.
be second place.
Yeah, not quite
Second
going to
place.
do it. I know the boys on the Sea Wish are feel a little better. They got a front row seat to watch it wade in. So congratulations to the Sea Wish for a very nice day of fishing. 47.2-pound dolphin. Let's hear it for the Sea Wish as they get ready to take off here. Great job, guys. There's your leader. A little more than $650,000 for a dolphin right here on day 3 of the 67th annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament. Let's, guys, I don't know if we're going to get the 7th inning stretch in here at 5:55 or not. I hope we can. Where's Nancy? Is she ready? We might try it here. I don't know. Just to give you a little rules check, too, the game fish scales will stay open until 7 o'clock. So we've got a little more than an hour to go for our game fish. We haven't heard from the smoker yet. Apparently they've got that really nice yellowfin tuna out there, and we hope to see them here in a few minutes. But the scales will stay open for all game fish until 7 o'clock, and of course we will be with you until the bank walker gets here to weigh in their fish. We're expecting them right now about 8:15. So let's take a little break here, get Nancy primed. We might be able to sneak this in. We did this on Monday. We had a great time. We had a 7th inning stretch right before the news guys go live at 6 o'clock. And we're going to try to do it again. We're going to sing Sweet Caroline right here in just a minute. And Nancy's going to lead us, right? There you go. So if you want to be on TV, come on over here. Get ready. Get warmed up. Go get one more Water Marlin margarita. And we'll have all the cameras following Nancy around. You can smile. Call your mom in Oklahoma and tell her you're going to be on TV here in just a second. And we'll do our 7th inning stretch here in just a second, hopefully before the guys go live on the 6 o'clock news. So, boys in the truck, get it queued up. Nancy, well, here we go. We're going to have to put this on pause for a second. Here is the smoker. We've been waiting for them all afternoon. I saw the video. This is a really full-grown yellowfin tuna that we're going to see here in just a second. Curtis is going to go check it out and give us a report.
He's nice. We don't see many yellowfin this time of year around Morehead City off the shore, and we'll find out where we caught him, but he's a nice fish. See, if Tommy, if you're real nice to him, maybe you might get a little piece for dinner.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
I doubt it.
I could get Thomas to roll up some sushi with it, and that would be really good. And just so you'll know here, as this big yellowfin comes out of the cockpit, you will find dolphin, wahoos, and yellowfin tunas on the menu at all of these restaurants here on the waterfront and in Carteret County. Avail yourself of fresh seafood. You will not do much better than a grilled wahoo or some quickly seared yellowfin tuna. Just right for dinner. All right, Curtis, what's your guess here? You got a guess? Full grown, isn't it?
60. 60. Any guesses out here? 100? 100? Maybe.
Well, folks, there you go. That's what a yellowfin tuna looks like. Maybe at some point we get Randy to give us a little technical rundown on all those fins and finlets.
117.4, 117.4.
All right, there you go. That is a full-grown yellowfin tuna, 117.4 pounds. A beautiful fish caught by Captain Brenner Parks on the smoker. And, of course, that is the leader right now, that $5,000 daily prize and another $10,000 for the weekly prize. Looking at $15,000 right now. Curtis, that one's going to be a tough one to beat.
This young man over
He
here
was
said
right on the money.
100 pounds. We're going to get him something. What do we have back here? I was going to steal it, Jared. What size shirt you wear? Uncle Steve! Youth large. Y'all have youth?
Hey, Curtis, we got some hats over here for sure. If you need something.
Perfect. Well, Tommy, this young man, I guessed 60, he guessed 100, so he wins the grand prize of a Jared Bay t-shirt.
There you go.
There we go. Congratulations.
Good job, Curtis.
There you go.
Good guess.
Anything you want to say to your fans out here?
Thank you.
Got it. Thank you.
Hey,
All
Nancy,
right.
can we squeeze in Sweet Caroline right now, our 7th inning stretch, while they're taking pictures? That would be great fun. Can we? I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, we got to do it. We got to finish up before we can do it real quick. Get ready, Nancy. Are we there? All right, Henry, who we got over there? We got our angler?
Dallas Mayhew caught this 117-pound, 117.4 pound yellowfin tuna. Wow, what a fish. That's a nice one. Congratulations, Dallas.
Sir, thank you, sir. All I did was reel it in. These boys caught it. I just reeled it in.
You guys are on the smoker out of Manio. Where are you from?
Out of Manio, Wake Forest area, outside of Raleigh. Most of us are in the Hickory area now.
That's the first yellowfin tuna we've seen today. Tell us about that catch.
It's a beaut. She took it, and she took it hard. And she dove deep, but it didn't take it too long, 25 minutes or so to get her in. But like I said, Captain put us on it, and the mates, they were right on time. All I did was reel it in.
Have you caught one that big before?
Not that big, no, sir. Not a yellowfin. Blue fins, but not a yellowfin.
And you might not catch another one.
I don't think I will. That's big.
And that one's going to get some money, I believe. So congratulations,
Lord
Dallas.
willing, we'll see.
Dallas Mayhew on the smoke show, 117.4 pound yellowfin tuna. Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
All right,
it.
absolutely.
Thank y'all.
out of Manteo, North Carolina.
All right, let's hear it for the smoker. Great job. They've been fishing with us for many, many years. Great captain and crew from up the beach there. All right, we're gonna postpone our seventh inning stretch here for a little while. The guys in the truck tell me we probably ought to postpone it for a second, and all of our local TV crews are here. They're going live, and they don't need the distraction either. All right, pushing 6 o'clock. We're awaiting the bank walker at about 8:15, and we'll let our local news crews do some of their work, and we'll take a little break here. Y'all stay with us. If you're hanging around out here, go enjoy yourselves. Hit the Water Marlin Margarita Bar over there. The Big Rock store is open. You can go buy a T-shirt. Some of these shirts like we all have on up here, they're for sale. Father's Day, this coming Sunday. Go buy Dad a nice shirt over at the Big Rock store. Tree's rocking one over there. He looks good in his stuff. And remember, all those profits go directly to our charities here in Morehead City in eastern North Carolina. All right, enjoy yourselves here for a minute. We're going to take a break as day 3 of the 67th annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament rolls on here at Big Rock Landing. All right, guys, let's say goodbye to the smoker. That very nice 117-pound yellowfin tuna. Taking over, of course, first place daily and first place weekly in the yellowfin tuna game fish division. Looking at a cool 15,000 bucks right now. So great job to Captain Brenner Parks and the crew of the smoker. Again, it's a few minutes after 6. We're getting a check from Randy and George about any more potential game fish coming in. And of course, we'll have the scales open until 7 o'clock tonight. And then we will patiently await the arrival of the bank walker with a blue marlin caught by a lady angler, I believe. So yeah, let's hear it for the ladies. That's right. All right, and that fish is entered in the level 5 fabulous fisherman's level. A chance to win. Get a load of this. $807,500 could be awarded right here on the spot. So it will be very exciting here a few minutes after 8 o'clock tonight. You got a little time to go enjoy yourselves here on the Morehead City waterfront. Go see the Big Rock Bar over there. Pick up one of those water marlin margaritas. It will be well worth your time and money. Go hit the Big Rock store. Father's Day is coming up here this weekend. Pick up one of these great-looking shirts like Henry and I have on. One of the commemorative shirts for the tournament, a hat. We'll ship it home for you. We'll ship it wherever you need it to go. We'll drop it in a UPS pack and ship it out of here for you. You can send it to Dad. You get it out of here today. He'll get it in time for Sunday. All right, enjoy yourselves a beautiful afternoon here finally at Big Rock Landing. Stay with us here, and we'll give you another update here as soon as we know something in just a few minutes.
The episode we shot last year on reel development was our most popular episode so far. And you know what they say about custom sport fishers? You've seen one, you've seen them all. Just kidding, no one ever says that. Let's check this thing out. On April 10th of 2018, we released our very first episode of the Jarrett Bay Insider. We have 4 builds going on, so we're very busy, and as you can see, we have boats in various stages. In that episode, we introduced you to custom hull number 66, and over the past 3 years, we have watched this boat come to life. Here we are on hull 66. This is our actual latest build. A quick update on our progress on hole 66. Right now we are standing in front of hole 66 as we take a look at the progress of hole 66. We're here at the transom of hole 66. Today we're standing on the foredeck of hole 66. It is a big day in the life of hole 66. Today, Sea Wish is in the water, and it is my privilege to give you the first tour. Let's go. Sea Wish is a 67-foot open bridge convertible with a 19-foot 6-inch beam. It is a complementary blend of advanced construction techniques and lightweight composite materials designed to meet the seas with complete confidence and comfort. With a 2,000-gallon fuel capacity, Dometic Sea Exchange, and Spot Zero water maker, Sea Wish has exceptional range without sacrificing the comforts of pulling into the port each day. The Alexial Cloud White hull and topsides are accented with faux teak transom, tow rail, cabin molding, and bridge cap. The custom tuna tower was designed, fabricated, and installed by Pipe Welders Marine. It features a 9-foot gap, and the upper helm station is fitted with redundant engine controls. The impressive height of this tuna tower is still dwarfed by the 44-foot, 4-spreader super rigger outriggers. The owner was fully involved in crafting his vision of sport fishing perfection with plans for extensive fishing ventures throughout the Caribbean and beyond. Sea Wish fits that bill perfectly. And how about this view? Let's go check out the business end. As soon as you hit this deck, it's obvious that this cockpit was built for serious sport fishing action. We start straight up with a top-of-the-line Release Marine fighting chair. There's an abundance of compartments for storage. The transom tuna door also has a swing-up gate, and the door conceals the swim ladder brackets, which hint at diving and maybe a little bit of family fun as well. The mezzanine has built-in dry storage and AC discharge. It has refrigerated drink box and ice chest on the port side. It also features a curved face, which enhances the aesthetics. Then on the starboard side, we have a full tackle center with a refrigerated bait tray storage below. There's cleaning product storage in the steps. Under the lid at the top of the tackle center is a double Kenyon electric grill. What more could you want? How about large additional storage compartments under the gunnels? Dead center in the mezzanine, we have quick access into the engine room. Let's go see this hardware. Welcome back to the engine room of hole 66, and it is welcome back because you've been here before. We're going to take a look back to just over 2 years ago. So here in the engine room of hole 66, we have some engine beds, and we were here again about 1 year ago. We're in the engine room between a couple of Cat Acert C32 engines. They're 1,900 horsepower each, which is dangerously close to 4,000 horsepower. This is going to be fun. The Caterpillar C32A engines went into the boat back in June of 2020. These engines give us a 34-knot cruise at 1,950 RPMs and a smoking 41 knots at wide open throttle. The whole propulsion package is rounded out with Caterpillar's advanced 360 precision controls, which works the engines in conjunction with the bow thruster. Everything not propelling the boat is powered by a pair of Cat C2.2T generators. Dual Seakeeper SK9 gyros give us a lot of stability, which makes for a much more comfortable ride. We've seen most of the exterior. Now let's take a look at the very civilized interior. After you. The satin finished teak interior is comfortably warm with outboard illuminated AC valances, double tinted window glass, ultra soft carpet, and a large L-shaped sofa, which all soothe the senses into relaxation. Yet that's all punctuated with just the right amount of luxurious high gloss pieces to keep those senses alert. The starboard console houses a pop-up 55-inch smart TV with a custom illuminated bottle and glass storage underneath. On into the galley, we're met with a spacious island with 2 Release Marine bar stools. And check out the stunning teak hardwood flooring with maple inlay. This flows throughout the galley, and it is all handmade by our highly skilled craftsmen. The galley also features 3 under-counter sub-zero refrigeration and freezer units in the main cabinetry run, as well as a microwave neatly tucked behind a door. Imagine sitting here enjoying a meal, watching a beautiful sunset across the Caribbean. It is no wonder people build boats like this. The handmade hardwood accents and luxurious carpeting continue throughout the down-forward living space. The 2 bunk rooms to the port are split by a full head and a separate closet with stacking washer and dryer. The forward stateroom features a walk-around queen berth with private head access and a central AV system with smart TV. The master stateroom midship is a true owner's retreat with dual nightstands, large en-suite head, central AV system, smart TV, and of course, plenty of storage. All 4 staterooms include full-size cedar-lined closets. There is also a dedicated rod and reel storage space in the companionway with accent lighting and a custom-etched glass door. We've seen almost all the boat. There's one more place to see, and that's the command center. Let's go check it out. Welcome to the bridge. The large center console layout is both convenient and versatile for fishing or entertaining. The sun lounge forward, along with port and starboard cushioned benches, provide plenty of space for guests to relax, as well as more storage underneath. The console also has a built-in 110-gallon freezer that is both port and starboard accessible. Jarrett Bay's signature teak helm pod is strategically complemented with 3 Garmin displays. We have 2 22-inch units and a 17-inch unit. The hardtop underside includes a recessed electronics pod and is topped by a radar array and FLIR night vision. And speaking of night vision, this boat not only looks beautiful in the day, but also in the night. The story of these boats begins with a simple chalk line drawn on the floor, and over the course of a few years, a dream is shaped out of wood. Once the dust has settled, the bold sound of the shop have quieted, and the work of our craftsmen is done, these boats are met with the faint music of water lapping against the curve of the hull and the gentle creaks from the dock and mooring lines. If you close your eyes, you could almost float on the sounds. When they push off from our docks for the last time, a new story begins. A story that the owners and their crew will begin writing. I can't think of a more fitting boat name to usher them into that journey, and we wish them well.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that Jarrett Bay Boatworks video at home about the Sea Wish, beautiful boat that we just saw here at Big Rock Landing. I'm pleased now to be joined by David Wood, one of our local winners. He and his brother Thomas fished on the Dancing Outlaw many, many times, and you won the tournament, David. Tell us what it feels like to win the Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament.
I mean, it's a life-changing experience. You know, you just, it's the Super Bowl, Christmas, all that comes true.
Yeah. Now, when you won, did we weigh that fish in right here, or were you at one of the other previous Big Rock landings?
We weighed it in at where Jack's is now.
Okay, all right. What year was that?
1999.
Okay, and what number tournament was that? Do the math for me real quick.
We started.
I don't remember. Yeah.
41st.
41st tournament. How about that? Now, you're not fishing this week. I assume Thomas is again on the Dancing Outlaw.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Tell us about that name, Dancing Outlaw. Where does that come from?
It comes from West Virginia mountain dancer named Jessica White. And a documentary was done about him in the 80s. And it was called The Dancing Outlaw. So we dropped the G. And we couldn't come together on a lady's name because our boats previously were named after our mom, Joe Baby.
Okay.
And so we came together with that. We just thought about a Dancing Outlaw was a Marlin.
Perfect. Probably any Harker's Island connection in there at all, David?
Very much so. We met Randy Ramsey and Jim Luxton and Tommy Gunn back in the 80s. And I was over at the original Jarrett's Bay when they would have to jack up the building and roll mountain logs and watch them build just beautiful boats. And then we had the number 17 hull built by them.
How about that? Yeah. So when you think back to 1999, does it play back in your mind vividly? Backing into the slip? Is it vivid in your memory?
It sure is. Everything about it.
Well, just describe it for us. You come down the channel, you see the scales. I'm sure there was a throng of people there.
There was.
Relive that for us.
There was a picture in the paper with Stuart Wild, our mate at the time, who's passed away, but he was standing on the front of the boat with his arms crossed. And they just said, a look of confidence. And we backed in, and we have a video of it, and the person taking the video is like, that's a big fish. And Dale Ward was still the weighmaster, and at the time, they only asked the angler to get off the boat and verify the weight. And Dale Ward, with his big voice, yelled 600 pounds. It was unbelievable because like an hour earlier, there was a 5-something weighed in. And that was on a Thursday. And needless to say, we celebrated a lot Thursday night, didn't fish Friday. And then a nasty storm came in on Saturday. And I think maybe only 10 boats fished that day. And 2 o'clock came around, and Sea Creature, Steve Culture, was hooked up. And we're like, anybody but him. And then Randy Ramsey agreed with us. And we had to wait around for about an hour, and he called in. He had foul hooked a tuna. And, I look back at everything. My brother always wanted to be up on the bridge or be the captain. I always wanted to be in the cockpit. But everything that happened there goes back to his hard work and everything he did and has done since then.
Yeah. All right, so your fish weighed 600 pounds on the dot?
600 pounds on the dot.
And you won how much money?
We won $472,750.
How about that? You remember it like it was yesterday. All right, everybody, this is David Wood, a winner of the Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament right here in 1999. David, thank you so much for joining us. Part of the history, the fantastic history of the Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament. And we'll be talking about that some more this week. So, David, thanks for sticking around. I know it's a live show, and the best laid plans are how it happens. So thanks for hanging around and being with us. Thank you so much.
Tommy, I feel honored to be here.
Thanks, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great afternoon. David Wood, everybody, a Big Rock tournament winner, 1999 aboard the Dancing Outlaw. All right, I think we've got another video. One of the things the tournament does every year, started last year, we make a recap video of each day's offshore action. So I'm told that we have the day one video. We had 43 boats, I think, fishing on day one, and they caught 2 or 3 handfuls of billfish. And of course, part of the rules say you have to turn in video evidence of the catches. So we've got great live video from the catches as they occur. So watch this. Here's day one of the 67th annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament.
Blue Marlin, first day Big Rock.
Winner, the old number 7, backing into Big Rock Landing. This is their tournament debut here at Big Rock. All right, we've got some monsters to weigh in.
You know, Carly, as they say, it looks like a dolphin, only smaller. That might be 2 tacos out of that one. Here is your new leader on board the Ditch Digger. This is 11.8 pounds. All right, let's welcome the offshore outlaw here to Big Rock Landing. 14.0 pounds right on the money. There is your new leader in the dolphin category.
The 67th annual Big Rock Daily Recap videos are provided by Diamond Fishing Products and Zacatec Lures.
Fishing Products and Zacatec Lures for doing that for us every day. Of course, the day 2 video was, well, there wasn't anything happening yesterday. Nobody went fishing, so I'm sure we'll have another great video tomorrow showing all the offshore action of day 3. A lot of the tournament obviously is catch and release fishing, so you saw some of the crews in action. We've got a video also produced by our friends at Tri-Works featuring Captain Casey Wagner. Do we have it? Yep, and it'll explain a little bit about the catch and release rules. Josh?
So he's got a lure in his mouth, he's hooked up, and they're trying to get that hook out so it doesn't hurt the fish, and they can save the lure and be able to reuse it again. They're using a de-hooking rig that's trying to dislodge the hook from the fish's mouth. They didn't have much luck with that because the fish was so wild at the boat, so they ended up just cutting the line real close to the hook, and the hook will eventually fall out and not hurt the fish. So here you see the mate trying to grab the leader. The fish is very close to the boat. The captain's backing the boat down very fast, and they're trying to just stay up with the fish as the fish is going away. So it just gives them a little bit of advantage to get the boat going backwards at the same time. So here is the wave paver, and they've got a blue marlin beside the boat, and they're doing a couple of things here. They're making sure they got a good video of the fish, which is required by our tournament. They're also trying to take a look at how big the fish is to make a decision whether they're going to try to take the fish or not. Probably one of the hardest things that we do marlin fishing is making that decision about whether that fish is 400 pounds or not. I'd say that fish is very close, but in this case, they decided to release this fish. So in this video, you're seeing the waves coming over the back of the boat. That's because the captain's backing down very hard. It's a little bit of a rough day. The waves are actually coming in, but they're trying to get close enough to the boat for the mate to grab the leader to qualify for a release, which they just did. A couple of elements that are required in a Big Rock tournament is the mate has to grab the leader, which you saw him just do, and you have to have video evidence that's a blue marlin. So that's definitely blue marlin. So they're meeting those two requirements to count that as a release.
All right, well, thanks to Michelle for a great recap video, and to Captain Casey Wagner for a little instructional video. That's what it's all about. You just don't see all of that happening. You know, we've got to have a blue marlin to bring to the dock for you to see it, but that is what happens often during the day. And just a recap of today, happened 121 times today. 65 blue marlin caught and released, 18 white marlin, and 38 sailfish caught and released today. If we take a look at the leaderboard, the Sally Girl had a great day today, scoring 1,450 points, picking up unofficially $59,075 for the release division for the daily prize. The Ramblin' Man had a really good day today too. They caught and released a blue marlin in the non-sonar release division, and picked up $30,000 for that today. And we want to thank the Morehead City Gulf Dock right over here about a block to the east. The Ramblin' Man picked up also $1,200 in free fuel from the Morehead City Gulf Dock today, along with Tina's Trippin'. So 2 boats picked up $1,200 a day in a daily drawing for $1,200 worth of free fuel. All right, that gets us sort of through today where we are right now at 6:30 or so. I don't think we're going to have any more game fish today, so stay with us. We're awaiting the bank walkers' arrival around 8:15. Again, if you've got your telephone, download the Big Rock app. There's a lot of information there. You can get a notification. While you're waiting, go over and hit the Big Rock bar all the way over across Big Rock Landing from where I am. Philip Cordova says they're going to stay open till 9 o'clock tonight. So I would go have one of those crisp, refreshing water marlin margaritas. Comes in a great souvenir cup. It's got all the winners of all the past tournaments on it. Really nice cup, great drink. You'll enjoy it. And, of course, the profits from that go to our charities. You've got plenty of time. Have dinner. Go visit the Big Rock store. Enjoy a beautiful afternoon here on the Morehead City waterfront. And we're going to take a little break here and be back with you to wrap up day 3 so far until 8:15 tonight. Stay with us for just a few more minutes. Okay, I'm over here kind of behind the curtain with our friends from NC State. No, y'all need to come back and do your work. It's okay. Your mom is watching somewhere. Come on, come right on in here. All right, there you go. There you go. Back here, kind of behind the scenes, our friends from NC State University and the CMAS Center. They're here doing scientific work on basically stomach contents of all of the game fish. So, Paul, tell us a little bit about what you found today.
Yeah, so we found a couple pretty interesting things, Tommy. The first thing that we found in a big dolphin fish stomach was a totally intact paper nautilus. It's a member of the group of animals called cephalopods, which are related to squids. And yeah, this one's in really good shape. It's a very fragile shell, so it's very unusual to find this in such good shape in a dolphin fish stomach. And we find paper nautilus in all three of the meat fish species that come into the tournament: the tunas, the wahoos, and the dolphins.
Perfect. A dolphin will literally eat anything, and I'm sure while this is a beautiful specimen and you say you find a lot of them, this is probably not the most interesting thing you find. They literally will eat anything.
Yeah, Tommy, and one of the things that we're really fascinated by at NC State University in our long-term diet study, using the Big Rock as an opportunistic sampling venue, is cannibalism. And to Tommy's point, dolphin fish are highly cannibalistic, and including this beautiful paper nautilus that we found today, we did find a couple instances of cannibalism. And cannibalism in dolphin fish is probably a really important source of nutrition for these real big dolphin fish that are coming into the tournament.
Perfect. And what else we got here? This looks like a squid. Was this in the dolphin or in one of the wahoos or the tuna we saw today?
Interesting, yeah. So the paper nautilus has a shell, and then the muscle of the animal and the rest of the animal's organs are what you see here. So this is all part of the same animal right here between my left hand and my right hand.
Wow. I thought that would just be like a squid by itself, but that animal lives inside the shell.
Yeah, and this one was such good shape. That's why we wanted to save it for you all to have a little show and tell that we're doing right now, Tommy, that the base of the animal was actually embedded in the shell when we excised the stomach out of the dolphin fish that we collected this afternoon. So this one was very freshly eaten. This paper nautilus was probably consumed by this dolphin fish maybe 2 or 3, 4 or 5 minutes before it was hooked up by the boat.
Yes, in great shape. All right, well, Paul, thank you for another science segment. We do appreciate it. For those of you who are here and watching at home, I'm going to go regroup up on the podium there, and we will wrap this up for day 3 here in just a minute. If you are watching at home, the stream is going to go down in just a few minutes, and we will come back on around 8 o'clock or so once we confirm that 8:15 arrival of the bank walker. So give me a couple of minutes to go get set up, and we'll close out day 3 here for game fish, and of course we're waiting for the bank walker to come in about 8:15. Stay with us for just a few minutes.
All right. So if you have been here the past few days, you know we've been doing a little giveaway and a can you name more than. So earlier today, I asked our tournament director, Madison Struck, how many boats that are entered in the tournament she can name in 10 seconds. So who thinks they know enough boats that are entered that they could rattle them off in 10 seconds? You do? All right. If you name more, you get a PFG hat, a Seakeeper koozie, and a Prime Storage deck of cards. All right, I'm gonna head over there.
Okay, guys, this is Ashley. She's one of our interns here at the Big Rock Tournament. She and her companion, Ella, do a great job with all of our social media. All right, Ashley, take it away.
What's your name?
Blake.
Okay, you're gonna have 10 seconds to name as many as you can, and then we're gonna see how many Maddie named, okay? All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Game Time, Sushi, Top Dog, Honey Hush, Runoff, Flyboy, Backbark, Chain Link, Pipe Layer.
All right, that's time. Those are the names of winners. All right. All right, he cheated a little in the cup, but it's time.
I think he's downloaded the Big Rock app. That's what I think.
He's
that's
looking
what exactly
at
what
the
he's
Water
done.
Marlin Cup.
Oh, okay, all right.
Well,
They might not be fishing in this
did you
year's
like
tournament.
the Water Marlin? No, you did. Okay, let's see how many Maddie named. Hey guys, I'm here with Big Rock Tournament Director Madison Struck, and we are going to see how many boats she can name that are competing in this year's tournament. You have 10 seconds. Go.
Piracy, Inspiration, Iron Leader, First Look, Diamond Girl, Triple S, Builder's Choice, Job Site, Sensation, Accordingly.
All right, so Maddie got 10. I don't know if you beat her, and you may have cheated, but you still can win the prize. So we'll be playing all week, so stay out here.
All right, Ashley, come on up here. Let's wrap this thing up. For those of you watching at home, this is gonna end the live stream for this session. So we will come back with a new live stream. We're hoping around 8 o'clock. We're gonna confirm that 8:15 arrival time. The bank walker is headed towards Big Rock Landing right now. I see we're making preparations with lights, so you'll be able to see everything that happens today. Ashley, the big thing I think for me today, Big Rock, Big Hero, it was great seeing those guys today. You got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was really awesome to hear from them and just how much it meant to them and just get to meet them. They all seemed really happy. I'm glad they finally got to go out. We finally had a nice day.
Yeah, thanks to the job site, Bill Ferrier, what was it, Southern Seas, Kyle and Gus just did a great job for us, and we're very thankful and appreciative of them.
And to our sponsor, Pimp Shrimp, for making it all happen.
And thank you to Pimp Shrimp Clothing. They did a great job for us. The Sally Girl, a big winner today, a great day of fishing, picking up that $59,000 for the release prize. Nice dolphin on the Sea Wish, great tuna fish on the Smoker, and of course, great fishing today. 121 billfish caught and released here on day 3 of the 67th annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament. All right, it's time for dinner. Take a break. We'll be back. We're going to close this session of day 3 of the 67th annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament. There will be a new live stream for those of you watching at home around 8 o'clock. We're going to sneak in that Sweet Caroline singing here somewhere tonight. I guarantee you that. So that'll be a lot of fun. All right, so y'all go enjoy yourselves if you're down here on the Morehead City waterfront. That's going to do it for this session. We'll be back with you here in an hour or so. And those of you at home, stick around. We'll have you back at 8 o'clock. All right, day 3, the 67th annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament rolls on here at Big Rock Landing.
See you guys at 8.